woman comic. She just completed a show that was a fundraiser for Puerto Rico. Oh no, I feel Trumpy when I say it slowly. Clap it up for Marlénas, please. Yeah.
You actually said it perfectly, and this is coming from the gringas, so. All right, let me address the obvious right now. I am drinking a rum and coke. I decided it was as good a time as ever to dress up as Cold War propaganda, so I am sexy Bullwinkle. Jordan said that she was going to dress up, and that's why I did. She did not hold her end of the deal. So here I am. I just feel like, it's appropriate right now. I'm just waiting to see how much, 45 owes Putin. That's where I am in life. But you know what, I feel like I don't want to call him 45 anymore. I feel like that's an insult to some of my vinyls, One of which is actually She's Out of My Life. So sometimes when I hear 45, I sing, he's out of my life. He's out of my life. I just want him to be out of everyone's lives before he makes our lives out of existence. So, on that note, I can't make my suspicious joke because there is nothing, I'm just conspicuous. Maybe I should just wear this all the time. Maybe no one would take me seriously anymore. So, because this is who I am inside, right? Cat is who you call a bitch on the on the outside right now. I am sexy Bullwinkle on the inside, so yes, I do have a psychiatrist, thanks for asking. And she found I did comedy, which is always strange. Not as strange as the time she said that we should switch chairs, but she was like, I want to go to your shows. I'm like, is this going to stop me from getting my drugs? Because I clearly need them. And I've given her dates and times, and the woman has not come to a single show. And I was like, I didn't have abandonment issues before. But the woman knows how to maintain a business, plant the seeds of disorder, and keep them coming back. So I have to respect that business model. I always feel like I'm violating her HIPAA rights when I talk about her on stage. Because sometimes she does really meta things, she wrote me a prescription with Adderall and forgot the last L. I was like, could you not pay attention to when you were writing that? Did someone say face pants? Yes? Oh, okay. I can't hear my ears, I overestimated my ability to wear this corset. Just setting women back with every move I make. In fact, in relationships, I'm wildly compromising, which I think would surprise a lot of people. Have you ever asked permission to cook a man's steak? No? Yeah, it's I'll just set the timer to 1952 and cook that up. So I grew up pretty poor, and I always want to ask who else here grew up poor, but I'm not gonna do that. And I can tell how many years you live below the poverty line based on how triggered you look when you see a Monopoly board. It's the worst game, especially when your parents are a loud sneeze away from divorce. That's the one thing that's just gonna set it off. Papers, They always made me the banker too. Child of divorce shit. Our lives are ruined. Let's bring you into this. Let's show you how. I should have just sent them to jail. So, it sucks because it reminds you of how poor you are, because you're just trying to get around the rich neighborhoods. Oh no, not the blues, because there's a boardwalk and a park place, and you start doing all kind of crazy salsa moves around the board, hoping that you get a chance card and a side hustle so you can win a beauty contest so you can live to the next day, because the first of the month is coming. You tell yourself, it's okay, I have the magentas. The magentas ain't shit. The magentas are the Section 8 housing of Monopoly. You have it, But is that going to help you prosper in life? No. You know you're playing with other broke people when you get the same broke-ass excuses that you get, you know, like, man, look, I don't have your 200 right now, but like, just give me 2 spaces, let me pass go, and I got you. You start mortgaging shit that's not even part of the board. Like, I know these earrings are at least worth Baltic Avenue. Please just let me get through this. So, but yeah, does anyone here watch Hoarders? Woo! Cool. Yeah, I'm like, if I'm gonna wear this, I'm going straight to the dark comedy to see how it... I grew up with a hoarder, and I'm here to tell the tale. I grew up with a hoarder, which means that I am excellent at hopscotch. You can't beat me, but I will never play Jenga with you. Because Jenga with your friends, like, the stakes are very low, right? Just like, oh no, no scars, nothing. Jenga in a hoard is like, 80 TV guides have just crushed, they've punctured my lung, and it sucks because you always end up sounding like a child from a horror movie. You know, kids always want to come over to your house because you can go over to theirs and you have to say, no, I can't, you know, you can't come over. But it sounds like, hey, can I come over to your house? It's too messy. It's okay, my house is messy too. You don't understand. They'll collect you too. The hoard. So, the hoard was so bad that on 9/11, let me cook on this one for a second. I was at Ground Zero on 9/11, and my parent would not let anyone come up to the house. And it sucked because people always ask me what the worst part of 9/11 was. I'm like, 1, weird question. 2, simple answer, I was fat and I had to run. So, yeah, but my friend's feet were bleeding because she wore stilettos that day when we were running, like she didn't know where was gonna pop off, you know? So like we're running as it were, feet bleeding, I'm the closest, so I go up to my parents' house, I'm like, hey, could I bring my friend out to at least try some shoes on? Like, some shit is popping off outside, like some buildings fell or whatever, you know, can we just try on some shoes? And my parent was like, you know no one's allowed up here. I was like, why? Because it's too messy? Have you looked outside? You should probably look outside. This was Ground Zero. There's a brand new one. I know you like being the best at things, but you know, I don't know if it was safer to be inside or outside. So yeah, I mean, for a narcissist, you know, you want to be the best hoarder. But yeah, so look, I'll decide if it's too soon, number 1. And 2, it means I'm more American than all of you. But yeah, I went to London earlier this year, and I found out that the best British food is Jamaican food. All that colonizing for no reason. Yeah, and the flight over there was interesting. I guess I'm a risk taker because I flew Delta. And they tell us in the plane midair that they're rerouting it to Boston. So 2 terrible things already. All right. And a lot of people are freaking out, and it sucked because something was wrong with the plane bathrooms, and that's why we have to be rerouted. So everyone wants to shit themselves, can't. Now, I had already taken my sleep meds, so I had a very fatalistic acceptance of death on this flight. And I think I was freaking out the dude next to me because at one point I looked at the window, and I looked at him, and I said, I guess the time has come. I'm texting my people from the plane like, plane bathrooms, you have my power of attorney. You know what to do. Do not let them bury me in New Jersey. This is so sadly based. In fact, I have a grave plot in New Jersey. Sexy Bullwinkle over here does not have a house, but she has a grave plot though. That's how Catholic I am. When I was born, my parents were like, college fund? Grave plot. So, it just sucks because, you know, I can't even brag about it. You could be like, oh, I have this condo in Rittenhouse. I'm like, but you have a grave plot in Cherry Hill. I just feel like the money could have been better invested in college, you know? But I guess there are trust fund babies and there are grave plot babies. I'm a grave plot baby. So I think to make extra money, I'm just gonna rent it out. My name is Marlénas, that's my time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The magentas ain't shit. Don't sleep on the wisdom from Marlénas. Clap it up a little bit more for her. She is prepared as a motherfucker. I'm like jealous. The grave plot, you're like prepared.
I'm trying to
That's
sell
how I
that
see
shit.
it.